Good afternoon, everyone. Before we begin, let's do a quick technical check. If you can hear us clearly, please type yes in the chat box. Great. We can see your responses. If you are experiencing any technical difficulties, our technical team is ready to assist you. Thank you for your cooperation. Please stay tuned as we are about to begin shortly.
A pleasant day to everyone, students, faculty members, and fellow advocates of environmental protection. Welcome to today's webinar entitled Empowering Communities to Protect Philippine Ecosystems, a meaningful initiative that highlights the importance of collective action in preserving our natural environment. I am Neo Yape, and together with Crystal Joy Cortel, we will be your host for today's program. We are excited to guide you through this insightful and engaging discussion.
When we think about protecting the environment, we often imagine large scale actions like national policies or global movements. But actually, real change often begins at the community level. In this webinar, we'll focus on community based ecosystem conservation in the Philippines, looking at how communities contribute to protecting marine and forest ecosystem, and how these efforts support biodiversity and sustainable living. So as we begin, we invite you to stay engaged and reflect on how you can also take part. Because protecting our environment starts with all of us working together.
Before we officially begin, we invite everyone to observe a moment of solemnity. The prayer will be shown on the screen, immediately followed by the Philippine National Anthem and the TIP hymn. We kindly ask everyone to remain respectful and participate in silence throughout these opening rites.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for gathering us all today in this important endeavor. We ask that you bestow your guidance and blessing upon each attendee. May we honor one another by keeping an open mind. May we voice our truth and listen with an open heart. Bless everyone present today, that each may be able to share his or her contributions and gifts. Grant good health and safety to loved ones left outside this room, and bestow peace and goodwill to all of us. We ask for your wisdom and grace to use our talents for the betterment of others. May the various activities related to this day be a success through your intervention. With gratitude, we offer this prayer in your name. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. So, sabi ko ay
My mind with knowledge and truth, you fill up my heart with gladness and joy. You lift up my life to heights I've never known. You teach me, guide me, you inspire me to bring out the best of what I can be. You give me the strength. Everything. You've given me wings to fly above the rest and lead me on to victory. You are my strength, my hope, my guiding light. You added values and meaning to my life. Your teachings and caring, I'll always remember. My teachers and friends, I'll always treasure. I'll cherish the good times we spent together. TIP, dear TIP, you'll be in my heart forever. You are my strength, my hope, my guiding light. You've added values and meaning to my life. Your teachings and caring, I'll always remember. My teachers and friends, I'll always treasure. I'll cherish the good times we spent together. TIP, dear TIP, you'll be in my heart forever. TIP.
So, as we begin, allow me to share a few reminders. First, please keep your microphones muted unless asked to speak. If you have any questions, feel free to utilize the chat box to post your questions. Second, kindly listen attentively and avoid unnecessary noise. And for the last one, you may prepare your questions for the Q&A session later. Let us maintain respect and cooperation throughout the program. Thank you.
Again, good day, everyone. On behalf of the organizers, I warmly welcome all of you to our online seminar titled Empowering Communities to Protect Philippine Ecosystems. We are truly grateful for your time and participation in this meaningful event focused on community based ecosystem conservation in the Philippines. Today, we gather not just to learn, but to understand the vital role that communities play in protecting our environment. In a country rich in biodiversity like the Philippines, the power to create change does not only come from policies or technology, but from people working together with a shared purpose. We're also honored to have with us our special guest, Mark Angela Franco and Mark Kenneth Trabaca, who will be sharing their knowledge and experiences to inspire us even more. May this seminar open our minds, encourage collaboration, and motivate us to take action in protecting our ecosystems, starting from our own communities. Once again, welcome and enjoy the seminar.
Thank you so much for that inspiring message. We will now proceed to our first topic entitled Coastal and Marine Ecosystems Protection. So, this highlights the importance of protecting our marine biodiversity. It is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Mr. Mark Angelo Franco.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before we proceed to our topic, let me introduce myself. I'm your guest speaker, Mark Angelo Franco, a third year mechanical engineering student. Today, we'll be discussing coastal and marine ecosystem protection. Before we begin, let me ask a question. You have ever been to beach or seen coral reefs, mangroves, or clear sea waters? Anyone? So we proceed to our first topic. What are coastal and marine ecosystem? Coastal marine ecosystem are natural environments found where land meets the ocean and within the ocean itself. There are three example coastal marine ecosystem. First is coral reefs. These are underwater structures made by tiny animals called corals. Coral reefs are known as the rainforests of the sea because they support a large variety of marine life. Second is mangroves. Mangroves are trees that grow along coastline. They can survive in salty water and moody soil. Third is seagrasses beds. Seagrasses are plants that grow underwater in shallow areas. They may look simple, but they are very important. Each of these ecosystem plays a unique role, but together they support life both in ocean and on land. Second is for our part two, important of coastal ecosystem. Now, why are the ecosystem important? Anyone? None? So we proceed to our example. First is source of food. Many people depend on the ocean for food, especially fish and other seafood. Coral reefs and seagrasses serve as breeding and feeding ground for fish. Second is protection for natural disaster. Mangroves and coral reefs act as natural barriers. They reduce the impact of strong waves, storm surge, and typhoon. Without them, coastal communities would be more vulnerable to flooding and erosion. Third is biodiversity support. This ecosystem are home to thousands of species. Protecting them means protecting marine biodiversity. Fourth, livelihood and economy. Fishermen, tourist worker, and coastal communities rely on this ecosystem for income. Number five, environmental balance. Seagrasses and mangroves helps absorb carbon dioxide, which helps reduce the effect of climate change. For me, as an engineer, I see this ecosystem as natural system that work efficiently, protecting, supporting, and sustaining life. For part 3, human activities and community role. Now, let's talk about how people can help. Anyone wants to answer? None? Okay. Community play a big role in protecting coastal ecosystem. First is mangrove planting. Planting mangroves helps restore damaged coastal areas and improve protection against storm. Second is marine protected area or MPAS. These are areas where fishing and human activities are controlled. This allows marine life to recover and grow. Third is coastal cleanups. Cleaning beaches reduce pollution and protect marine animals from harmful waste like plastic. Four is excuse me, sustainable fishing practices. Avoiding overfishing and using proper fishing methods helps maintain fish population. Now, let me ask, have any of you joined a coastal cleanup or tree planting activity? Anyone? Anyone? None? Okay. Even small action for individuals can create a big impact when done together. For part 4, major threats a coastal ecosystem. Left-side effort, this ecosystem face serious threats. Example is population. Population. Plastic waste, chemicals, and sewage often end the ocean. Marine animals may eat plastic which can harm or kill them. Dahil sa mga tao, marami ang kalikasan o karagatan nasisira. Dahil sa pagpapabaya, pagtatapon ng basura hindi tamang tapunan. Second is illegal fishing. Practice like dynamite fishing, cyanide fishing destroy coral reefs and kill marine life. Maraming mangingisda ang patuloy na ginagamit ang mga illegal na panguhuli ng isda. Halimbawa na nga rito ay ang dynamite. Maraming coral reefs o maraming isda ang nadadamay dito. Tulad ng mga endangered species. Patuloy silang nauubos at ngayon ay habang pinapangalagaan nating mga tao. Third is climate change. Rising temperatures cause coral bleaching when corals lost their color and die. Sea level rise also affects mangroves and coastal areas. Fourth is coastal development. Building structured near coastline can destroy natural habitat. Maraming mga mayayaman na mas pinipiling magtayo ng struktura malapit sa mga dagat dahil sa magagandang tanawin. For number 5 is overfishing. Taking too many fish disrupt the balance of marine ecosystem. This problem showed that human action have a strong impact, both positive and negative. For part 5, solution and future action. So we can what we can do protect this ecosystem rather. Anyone? I repeat, what we can do protect this ecosystem. Anyone who wants to answer? None. First is raise awareness. Education is important. The more people understand, the more they will care. Second is proper waste management. Reduce, reuse, recycle to prevent pollution. Third is support environmental programs. Join or support projects like coastal cleanups and conservation programs. Fourth is follow environmental laws like respect rules about fishing and protected areas. Number 5, apply engineering solution. For me, as a future engineer, we can design system for waste management, water treatment, and coastal protection. Protecting the environment is not just a job of scientists. It is everyone's responsibility. For my summarize, coastal and marine ecosystem like coral reefs, mangroves, and seagrasses are essential. They provide food, protect communities, support biodiversity, and help balance the environment. However, they are threatened by pollution, illegal activities, and climate change. But with awareness, cooperation, and responsible action, we can protect and preserve this ecosystem. So, before we end this topic, I have a question each of you. If we don't protect our ocean today, what will future generation inherit tomorrow? That is all. Thank you.
Thank you to our first speaker for that informative discussion. At this moment, we would like to present a certificate of appreciation in recognition of their valuable contribution. So this certificate is proudly presented to Mr. Mark Angelo Franco in recognition of your valuable role as guest speaker in this seminar, empowering communities to protect Philippine ecosystems. Your knowledge and insights greatly contributed to promoting environmental awareness and strengthening community-based conservation effort. Once again, thank you so much, Mr.
So let us now proceed to our second topic. This focuses on forest conservation and reforestation efforts, emphasizing the importance of protecting and restoring our forest. It is our pleasure to introduce our second speaker, Mr. Mark Kenneth Trabaca.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm your guest speaker for today. My name is Mark Kenneth Rabao, a third-year mechanical engineering student. In my course, I study subjects like fluid mechanics, thermodynamics, and machine design. These subjects help me understand how systems work, how energy flows, how forces interact, and how we can apply these concepts to solve real-life problems. Because of this background, I've learned to appreciate not only man-made system but also natural system, like forests which function in balance and efficient way without human intervention. Today, I will discussing forest conservation and reforestation efforts. Before we begin, let me ask you a question. Have you ever visited a forest, park, or even just a place full of trees? What did you notice about the air, the temperature, or the surroundings? Can anyone please answer my question? So, mostly, most people would say like the air feels fresher, like place is cooler, and the environment is more peaceful. This is because forests play a very important role in maintaining the balance of our environment. Forests are essential because they are provide clean air and absorbing carbon dioxide, releasing oxygen, which is necessary for all living things. They also help regulate the climate and controlling temperature. Without forests, our environment would become much hotter and more unstable. In addition, forests Forests prevent soil erosion. The roots of trees hold the soil together, which help reduce flooding and landslides, especially during heavy rains. Forests also act as natural waters, filters improving the quality of water that flows into rivers and communities. Let me ask a question. Why do you think forests are important not just for animals but also for humans? Can anyone please answer this question? Can anyone raise your hands or maybe can you answer in the chat box? In other important role of forests is that they serve as habitats for many plants and animals. Many species depend on forests for food, shelter, and survival. When forests are destroyed, species lose their homes, which can lead to extinction and loss of biodiversity. However, despite all these benefits, Forests today are facing serious challenges: illegal logging and land conservation for agriculture, urban development, and even forest fires continue and to reduce forest areas. These human activities damage ecosystem and contribute to climate change. Have you ever seen areas where trees have been cut down? How did it look compared to a healthy forest? When forests are destroyed, the effects are not only environmental but also social and economic. Communities and experience more flooding, loss of livelihood, and poorer air quality. Because of these problems, forest conservation and reforestation efforts are very important. Conservation focuses on protecting existing forests, while reforestation involves planting trees in areas where forests have been lost. Community-based efforts play a big role in these actions. Activities like tree planting, forest monitoring, and environmental awareness campaigns help restore ecosystem, protect natural resources. Let me ask a question. Have you have any of you participated in a tree planting activity or environmental program? What did you learn about that experience? Tree planting helps rebuild forests and restore habitats for wildlife. Forest monitoring, on the other hand, ensures that illegal activities like logging are prevented or reduced when communities are actively involved. Conservation becomes more effective and long lasting. Even small action can make a difference. Simple practices like reducing paper use, recycling, and spreading awareness can help protect the forest. As a future engineer, I believe that we also have an important role in conservation. We can design sustainability technologies, improve waste management system, and create solutions and minimize environmental impact. Engineering is not only about building structures, it is also about creating solutions that protect and sustain our environment. Lastly, before I end, let me ask you a one last question. What is the simple action you can start doing today to help protect our forests? Always remember, protecting forests is not just the responsibility of government and environmental organizations. It is a responsibility of us, all of us, when we work together. Even small efforts can lead to meaningful change. Lastly, in conclusion, forests are vital or survival. They provide clean air, regulate climate, protect and land water, and support countless forms of life. Through conservation, reforestation efforts, we can help restore and protect this valuable ecosystem for future generations. That's all. Thank you very much.
So, thank you to our second speaker for sharing meaningful insights. We would like now to present a certificate of appreciation as a symbol of our gratitude. This certificate is proudly presented to Mr. Kenneth Rabaka in recognition of your valuable role as guest speaker in this seminar, empowering communities to protect Philippine ecosystems. Your knowledge and insights really greatly contributed to promoting environmental awareness and strengthening community-based conservation efforts. Once again, thank you, Mr.
That was truly an insightful discussion. We've covered meaningful ideas on how communities play an active role in protecting our ecosystems, giving us a lot to reflect on.
And now we'd love to hear from you as we open our Q&A session. This is your chance to ask questions, share your thoughts, or connect today's discussion with your own experiences.
If you have anything you would like to clarify or explore further, especially about coastal protection or forest conservation, feel free to raise it. Your questions can help deepen the discussion for everyone.
And if you have anything you'd like to clarify or explore further, especially about coastal protection or forest conservation, feel free to raise it. Your questions can help deepen the discussion for everyone. Okay, I think we have one question in the chat box for Mr. Franco. The question by Mr. Gian Ford Ramos for Mr. Franco is, paano nakakatulong ang dalawang coastal ecosystem like mangrove or coral reefs sa pagprotekta ng shorelines? At ano ang isang human activity na nakakasira sa kanila? So you have the floor now, Mr. Franco.
Paano makakatulong sa atin ang ang dalawang mahalagang coastal ecosystem na tumutulong sa pagprotekta ng shorelines ay ang mangroves at coral reefs. Mangroves ang ugat ng mangroves tree ay mahawak sa lupa at buhangin, kaya mababawasan ang erosion. Nakakatulong din sila umarang sa malakas ng alon at storm surge tuwing may bagyo. Ang coral reefs naman ay nagsisilbing natural barrier sa dagat. Binabawasan nila ang lakas ng alon bago ito tumama sa baybayin. Kaya napoprotektahan ang shoreline laban sa pagguho at pagbaha. Sa human activity naman, ang nakakasira sa kanila ay pollution mula sa pagtatapon ng basura, pagtatapon ng langis sa karagatan. Nakakasira ito sa kalusugan ng mga mangroves at coral reefs. Maaaring magdulot ng pagkamatay ng mga ito. Yun lamang po.
Thank you so much for your insights. And do we have any more questions, or do you have something that you would like to clarify? I think we have another question for Mr. Rabaka. For the question, what do you think is the biggest challenge in making reforestation efforts sustainable in the long term? Let us wait for Mr. Rabaka's response.
For that question, guess challenge is keeping the money flowing long enough for trees to grow up. Most projects and pace. Most projects get funded for the flushing planting phase. Then the cash dry ups when the real work start monitoring, weeding pest control and making sure locals don't cut them down. That's why 95% of global forestry teams says that they underfunded and why so many reforestation efforts end up as expensive failures. That's all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rabaka, for that valuable insight. I think we've covered all of the questions from our participants. So let us now move on to another part of.
As we come to the end of today's webinar, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who made this event possible. First, we sincerely thank you, our speakers, for sharing their time, knowledge, and insights on community based ecosystem conversion in the Philippines. Your discussion has deepened our understanding of the important role communities play in the protecting coastal and forest ecosystems. We also extend our appreciation to our Professor Mr. Nixon Palivino for his guidance and support. To our organizers and behind the scene team, thank you for your effort and dedication in making this team a success. Finally, to all our participants, thank you for your time and active participation. Your engagement reflects a shared hope for a more environmentally conscious and responsible future.
As we come to the final part of our webinar, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've learned from the importance of community based conservation, the role each of us plays in protecting our ecosystems. This session reminds us that meaningful change begins with awareness and collective action.
So before we conclude, we would appreciate your feedback on today's webinar. Also, please scan the QR code on your screen to access the evaluation form, or you can also use the link that will be sent in the chat. Your responses will help us improve future programs. And additionally, certificates of participation will also be sent to the email addresses provided in your registration form within 1 to 2 days after this webinar.
On behalf of our group, we sincerely thank everyone who joined our webinar, empowering communities to protect Philippine ecosystems. Your presence and participation made this event more meaningful.
We hope the insights you've gained today will stay with you and inspire action for environmental protection. And I think we also have other participants from other courses. And I hope that you guys would be able to apply all those knowledge that you gained from our speakers in terms of your courses as well as in your everyday lives. Al- Also, whether it would be through small steps or community involvement. And I hope you can also relate the knowledge that you've gained in to your courses as well.
Again, I am Neo Yape together with Crystal Joy Cartel, your host for today's webinar. Thank you once again for being with us. Thank you so much, guys.
Lift up your hearts and put your hands on. We're gonna know we're gonna fly. Gonna reach your lucky dreams. We've got the strength, we've got the love. We've got the grit and the determination. We've got the courage and the drive. We will exceed all expectations. We're gonna take them by surprise. We're on top of the world. TIP. We're the tip of the top of the world. We're on top of the world. TIP. We're the tip of the top of the world. Together we are invincible. United we are strong. We do our very best. On top is where we belong. We've got the grit, the determination. We've got the courage and the drive. We will exceed all expectations. We're gonna take them by surprise. We're on top of the world. TRP, we're the tip of the top of the world. We're on top of the world. TIP, we're the tip of the top of the world.
Hey, once again, everyone. As we come to the official close of this webinar, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to all of our participants, speakers, organizers, and everyone who contributed to the success of this event. We hope that this webinar has been both informative and meaningful, and that has been provided valuable insights that you can apply in your respective fields and studies. With that, this concludes our webinar. Thank you for your active participation and cooperation from start to finish. You may now leave the meeting. Have a great day ahead and stay safe. Goodbye and thank you.